the motherfucking Boondock Saints. I love this movie. It's one of my top 10 favorite films, and not because it's got a particularly great storyline, because it's one of those films that, like, you either love it or you hate it, and a lot of people kind of hate it, which I don't really understand. But I mean, it's just a great, great kind of like cult shoot-'em-up film. Like, if you want something to just watch to turn your brain off, this is the film you go to. I mean, it's senseless violence, vigilantism, it's two really hot guys with Irish accents, and then you've got their kind of sidekick guy. I mean, I love Rocco. He's fucking hysterical. Some of his, like, one-liners are just, they're priceless. And then the bar owner. Oh my god. I think the first time I heard him say, "Make like a tree and get the fuck out of here," I about pissed my pants. I don't know where Troy Duffy came up with this. It was just, oh my god. Troy Duffy, I love you for this movie. I love you for it. And just the brothers are two really just great characters in my opinion. I mean, I can't necessarily say that I relate to them, but I can see where their situation can, like, not hit home for people, but where just, like, that fierce loyalty comes in, and where, you know, when you've wronged someone, you want to take the action to maybe not make it right, but have it so that you are more at peace with yourself. I don't know. But just the scene where they're getting their weapons initially after they beat the shit out of the Russians was just, it was so much priceless there. I mean, the brothers are just bitching at each other the entire time, which, I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. I mean, you've got two brothers who clearly love each other, and then they go after, you know, they've knocked the shit out of some Russians. You know, this is total normal St. Patty's Day, you know, like day after, you know, hungover, let's go beat the shit out of some Russians who are trying to kill us. Yeah, totally, that's what I think of when I think of St. Patrick's Day. But, like, when they go down to the arms dealer to get their weapons, and they're just, like, arguing about the fact of, like, well, you know, we should get some rope, you know, who the fuck has rope? And she's like, oh, you know, they was using it in all those, like, James Bond fucking films, and he's just some of the lines in that film, you're like, William Dafoe. Oh my god, I love him in this film. Like, I didn't even really, the first time I saw this film, and granted, I've seen this movie close to 30 times. Like, I'm that big of a fan. Like, I'm one of those people. But, like, William Dafoe in that movie, the first time I saw it, I had no idea that he was going to be gay. And when that scene pops up where he's in the bed with the Asian guy, and he just hits him, and at the end of it, he's just like, what the fuck are you doing? He's just like, I just wanted to cuddle. Cuddle? What a fag. Like, really? He is the most homophobic gay man I think I've ever seen in a film, and I loved it. So, I mean, I can't say anything bad about this film. I mean, it was a little slow at parts, but not really. It was story development, and you really connected with the characters. And then when Rocco died, it was sad. Like, I felt for the brothers. Like, one of their friends died, and it was just, it's just an all-around great film. I love it. Love the characters. It's super quotable. I'm probably one of those people who can recite the movie from beginning to end. Plus, I'm also one of the super nerds. Like, I think this puts me into, like, the stratosphere of super nerds for this film and the series now that All Saints Day is out. But the speech at the end in the courtroom, I'm the geek who has it on their iPod. Oh, yeah. That's me, and I'm super proud of it, and I don't really care. But, yeah. Love the movie. Top 10, highly recommend it. It's super great. I love it. Troy Duffy's wonderful, and I think it initially got a bad rap, but you know what? I think it definitely stood up, and people love it now, and yeah, it's a great movie, and yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I super love it, and I have a big crush on Norman Reedus because he's super pretty. But yeah, great movie. Top 10 favorite. Recommend it to anybody. I'm super glad you watched this. Hope you liked it as much as I did, Phil.